AskNathaniel.org, AskNathaniel.tv. It's more than just a lifestyle. I'm overwhelmed, happy. There's a lot going on today here in Brooklyn, and we're right here in front of Marcy Projects. I mean, the ever so popular Marcy Project. But it's not just popular just because of one individual. It's popular for a lot. There's a lot of people that came out of here, and there's a lot of people that's coming out of here. And one woman that I want to introduce you to, you may have heard about her already. Her name is Liv, and she's going to give you a breakdown on exactly who she is and what she represents.
What's going on, you guys? This is Liv, aka Yes Liv Can. You may already know about the invasion. It has begun. Part 1 is out. That was aimed at Nicki Minaj. Part 2 is out. That was aimed at Jay-Z and Puff. Part 3 just dropped, and that is aimed directly at Kendrick Lamar, as well as Jay-Z, because I believe that's who put him up to stealing my idea. And as far as that, what I'm talking about is this whole Kendrick Lamar awakening hip-hop is bullshit. Kendrick Lamar shares producers with me and saw what I'm doing and decided to take my idea and run with it before I could, to steal my shine. And I don't appreciate that. You don't do that to girls, especially. So I decided to come out with an incredible diss that is addressed directly at the bullshit in the industry, as well as Kendrick Lamar.
You know I got 1,000 questions for you now. How did the Jay-Z ordeal even begin? I mean, are you originally from Marcy?
No, I'm not. I'm originally from Chicago. The ordeal began because basically I started the invasion movement. I've been an artist for a long time. I've been working very hard for a very long time. I'm not just an artist. I'm an engineer. I'm a producer. I own YLC Studios. We work very hard over here. And I feel like the invasion was started because I felt like a lot of times I was being shunned because I wasn't compromising myself or willing to compromise myself to make it to the top. Okay. Just period. I wasn't interested. So I had to work a lot harder, and it took a long time, but at the end of the day, I'm here now. So I began the invasion because I felt like the industry is full of shit. So if you're not gonna allow me in, I'm gonna break the door and get in myself. And I'm gonna expose all of the bullshit in the industry while I'm doing it. And not only that, I'm gonna enlighten people as to what we can do to save as whatever industry is left. Not even an industry, but whatever hip hop is left. So that is what the invasion started. I made a lot of people mad because I addressed some issues that I had personally with a lot of artists, Nicki Minaj being one of them, the bullshit that she promotes to the children especially. Drake being a soft-ass artist, Wayne, you know, like basically everybody in the first invasion I addressed under Young Money. Second invasion, like I said, it got a lot of attention because I addressed the fact that I had an opportunity to not work with Jay-Z, but I had an opportunity to mingle with Jay-Z, and I did. And from there, it could have went farther.
When you say mingle, do you mean mingle in sense of more of a personal level, or mingle like on a business level?
Well, mingle, I mean like as far as introduction and just like sitting there and just vibing with somebody for hours. We sat there and we just vibed for a while. So it was that type of mingling. And then when it was an opportunity to go farther, I decided not to. And it's like a lot of women would have taken that opportunity and probably been a lot farther than I am right now, but it can be taken away from you. So that was one thing that I was like, you know, I'm not interested, not nobody. I've been around all of the biggest heads in the game, and I've never said, you know what, I'm gonna use my body because I wanna get there that bad. Never.
And could have, but never.
And could have, but didn't. So that is where we are with the Jay-Z thing, because I was given his number, we exchanged contact. I was hoping that it would be more so business. And it ended up being nothing because I wasn't interested in being sexual. And I don't feel like.
Matt, wait.
Go ahead.
Was that presented, or you knew that that's where it was gonna go?
Let's clear that up. Thank you. What it is, as a female to male, when you meet somebody and you vibe with them and you exchange numbers, it can either go one way or the other.
That's true.
So I wanted it to go one way, and I'm not sure exactly what he wanted or intended, but by exchanging numbers with me at the same time, I don't know. And I wasn't going that way, so we'll just say that. I wanted it to go one way, and it didn't go that way. So here I am, and now I'm pretty much, like I said, right where Marcy is. So I see a lot of what's going on here in Marcy.
Literally.
As you guys can see, we are in Marcy right now.
She is.
I see a lot of what's going on in the hood.
Okay.
I'm from Chicago, so I see a lot of what's going on in every hood.
In Chicago's, because Chicago's serious business.
Chicago is absolutely serious business. I've moved out of Chicago and I've come to a neighborhood that's very similar to the same mindset that is in Chicago that causes the violence and the people being bored, basically.
So you see, do you hear the little gunshots popping off and all that here?
You know what? Yes, I do hear the little gunshots popping off. I'm not scared of them. I'm not worried of them. All of these little youngins over here love Liv. They all come over here, they work, they record, they do music, they engineer, they learn how to shoot videos. They all work together. They end up being friends and doing a lot of things. Like right now, I'm actually on my way to celebrate at Afropunk, the festival.
Afropunk 2013, y'all. You better ask somebody.
All right, we got kids. Meatloaf has actually worked out of here, out of YLC Studio. So I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna support, because that's what you do. So that is my issue with Jay. It's come to this because I feel like if I'm gonna have a platform, since you guys wanna give me this platform, since you think I've slept with Jay, and that's not the case, I've respected myself.
So you did not sleep with Jay-Z?
I did not sleep with Jay-Z. Okay. I chose to respect myself.
Okay, that's good. And that's the thing. That's what everybody's questions was it about? Was this going to be an issue about? Oh, this is the come up, and she's putting Jay-Z on blast and breaking up a marriage, and now from there, a whole bunch of videos. That's not. This is a lot more. You have talented. You've got a lot of material to come out. You're not just getting at Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar. In addition, you had issues with him has stole your idea, so to speak. Also.
Definitely. The blueprint to what I'm doing exactly is basically coming into the game and exposing that it sucks and these artists need to step up and calling them out personally. And this is exactly what Kendrick Lamar started doing. And this was the week that you guys found out about The Invasion, which was my movement. So to me, I feel like, I'm not sure, I think it's interesting that he took a shot at New York artists and Jay hasn't said anything and Puff hasn't said anything. Nobody of New York has really the big head.
Nobody, you're right about that. Nobody from New York. I mean,
really interesting, right?
Yeah.
I know who's up to that. So
I mean, you know this officially.
I don't know anything officially as far as Jay-Z goes. What I'm assuming is that it looked like a good idea to come in and steal my shine and trample on what I had started. Right on time. But what they don't realize is when you're a good artist, you have plenty of ammunition. You got plenty of bullets to come right behind that. So all you did is give me more for ammunition. That's it.
Now that ammunition, are we soon to see surprises about these particular artists that the public doesn't necessarily know about, that will know through your music, or just pretty much it's all just going to be on wax? Where does it go from here? Because now with the question, like right now, we have the Jay-Z, we have Kendrick Lamar. Is it going to go even further?
You know what? The invasion has begun. And I continue to say this because people are just catching on, unfortunately, because of this Jay-Z thing. I think I had a lot of people catching on from the Nicki Minaj beef, and then a lot Puff. Now that the Jay-Z is here, a lot more people are catching on. But the invasion has begun. This is about changing hip-hop, coming in, making a statement that's going to last, and not just making music to dance to any longer. Making music to teach us, to help us, to grow us, to get us farther in life, to make us productive human beings, okay? We can dance, we can party, but we got to get our stuff together as well.
I totally agree with that, and I think that I think you guys had to get a better light on what Liv is and what she represents and what it's about. It's a movement, and that's it. She's not coming here to break up homes. She's not coming here to take Kendrick Lamar's shine, even though he dumped on New York, but that's another story. People, be careful when you have ideas like this, because see, a woman on this stature and her level, I've learned a lot. I did a lot of research on this young lady, and she's very talented. Not only beautiful, but she's very, very talented. And it's just a show. I think you guys got a better light on what's going on. Where can they? What else is next? Because you said you shot a video just as well. What else can they see from you? Being that this invasion has started, what else is next on Liv's list?
You know what? I'm the type of artist that likes to give my fans and my audience a visual. So I just dropped The Invasion 3. Make sure you check that out. The Invasion Part 3 is now on my YouTube, which is at Yes Liv Can. You can also see me at yeslivcan.com. I'm a Yes Liv Can everything. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everything Yes Liv Can. So basically, the video is just about how I'm exposing the industry. and exposing the bullshit in the industry and the lies in the industry that are ruining our culture.
This current one now, this current video now.
The latest one that just came out. That is what's going on. I think he says.
Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, we have so much going on. We got people in here trying to get into this interview and all that, but there's a lot going on out here. We'll be back. AskNathaniel.org. Yes, live. Let's live can. That's it.